Good morning, old fisherman, back with you again. Lake Monticello. Hey, we're gonna try to catch some more of these Monticello white perch. I'm having a hard time, but hey, we're gonna try one more spot here. So far, not so good. Caught a couple catfish, no perch, hardly a couple. I tell you what, these mussels are floating this and messed this lake up. But there's a couple perch down there. I see them. I don't know how big they are. They might be little babies. But there comes one in. A little baby Monticello white perch. That's all it is. Little babies. That's all it is. Little baby. We'll chunk them back and try to catch another, maybe a little bit bigger. There's some down there. I see them. But hey, how big they are, I don't know. We have had a hard time, people, trying to make a video since I've come back from vacation. Have not been able to find any perch to mount anything. Don't know what the world's going on. It's got to be all these doggone mussels floating. It can cause them not to be in a feed. There's a few down there. There's one. There's a few down there, but they're little. They're not the big mussels. I mean, that big perch. Got mussels on my mind, but hey, they're little perch. They're babies. Let's see if we can put the 3 rig out. Maybe the big ones will bite after the little one bites and catch 2 or 3 at a time. Got to try something. There's fish down there. I see them. It's just a matter of catching them, but hey, they're just not the right size. You got to love it though. We out here trying. And I'm gonna tell you people, it's getting hot. The old fisherman can't stand this heat. So if he don't catch them in the morning early, it's gonna be tough for him. So, you know, we might have to change the lakes. I might have to start doing something with Lake Murray, because Lake Monticello is getting tough. It's perch down there right now under us. They all up under us. They're not hay. They're little, I think. That's what it is. They hit them. And there, I see them. They're there. They're everywhere. They're just not taking it right. They little is what is the problem. They're just little perch. Little tiny perch. Bunches of them. This is a place I hadn't fished this year. I've caught them in prior years over in here, but hey, there's something there. Ain't no doubt. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Monticello white perch, and hey, now we got a couple. So maybe we get something going in here. I don't know what size they are though. I think we got 2. Yep, got 2, but they're little. I mean, one nice one and a little one. So we just had to weed them out. Caught them on the Cumberland. You got to love it jig, both of them. I don't have the gut shrimp on this rig yet today. Hey, there's a few down there. I tore my jig up. Can't believe he ripped my Cumberland. You gotta love it jig, as tough as that thing is. My goodness. Get it back on there. We'll want to bite it. All right, let's drop her back down. See what we can do here. Oh, Lord. Got a little mess here. All right, let's get them going. Keep them going. There's plenty of them down there. There's plenty of them down there, 30 foot of water. But most of the time, they're 30 foot of water, they might be little. But hey, who knows? Might be some big ones mixed up. We'll catch them. We'll try to sit here and catch them, make a video. I'm having a hard time, so anything would be okay. I'm telling you right now, anything would be okay right at this point. Caught a couple catfish earlier, casting. Nice ones, but hey, didn't catch but a couple. What's the problem? There he goes. There he goes. Lake Monticello. Perch fishing again. You gotta love it. The old fisherman. Catching a couple at a time. They're not big, but hey, at least it's some action. I'm gonna tell you right now. 3 at a time on Lake Monticello. Medium size. A couple of them's okay. Maybe we'll mess around here and catch a few. Maybe. There's some down there. No question about that. Some down there. And we're going to try to catch them. Postpone, summertime perch, catching a couple, drop it back down, keep them going, beat on the boat, do whatever it takes to keep these fish under me today. I used to catch a lot of them off this ridge, but they never was real big. You always caught a bunch of little ones. And good area. And the little ones will bite in here, but a lot of times you don't catch the real big ones. But hey, right now at this point, I'm ready for anything. Maybe there'll be some big ones scattered in them. They bumping it. They bumping it. No question about that. They bumping it. See if we can keep them going. Hey, you. Up, missed him. And Lake Monticello. Hot day, Sunday. Fish ain't biting. Got on this little mess of perch here, and hopefully we can catch a couple. I don't know if they're gonna be the jumbo delight, so that's the only thing. They must have messed my jig up. Yep, they got my jig all pulled down. They got my gulp shrimp, my You Gotta Love It jig all pulled down. Got it messed up. They don't want it messed up now. Alright, let's drop it back down, see if we can find some more. They down there, they just ain't half hit. Fish are turned off because all these mussels floating, I think. I picked up a bucket full a while ago. I'm going to try to catch more catfish before I leave. After I get through these perch right here. Hopefully I can catch a couple nice perch. Hey, they tend to want to bite a little bit and then they quit. They just can't keep going. As soon as you start, you can catch a couple and that's it. There you go. There you go. He got off. Doggone. Getting off. Little. It's just little. They hitting. It is little. They bumping it. They just tiny fish. Not the jumbo delights, what we want. Tiny fish. Bumping it, but they ain't taking it. They don't want it. We might have to throw our single rig back down there. Plenty of fish there. Plenty of them. Gotta get them to bite it. They bumping it, not taking it. Bumping it and not taking it. What they doing? Oh, go. And its bottom's covered. Bottom's covered with fish. No question. Bottom's covered with fish. Look like some pretty good ones in there. I don't know if they're catfish or what they are. Look like some nice ones. Hey, finally got him. My goodness. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Nothing wrong with that one. Lake Monticello, you gotta love it. Old fisherman coming off a vacation, been having a hard time finding a couple white perch. I had one get off right there. I had two. But you have a hard time finding a white perch in Lake Monticello. And now that I find a few, they mixed up a little. But hey, we're gonna sit here until we can cull them out, maybe catch a mess. We just need a mess fish right now at this point. Something to boost my spirits. You know, after a while it gets old when you don't catch them. And you kind of lose your focus. You lose your focus, you know what happens, you quit catching them. You don't catch them. So that focus is important, people. That focus is really important. We're going to do the come around a circle swing real fast around here and see if that'll help get one to bite it. There you go. That's what he wants. Come around a circle swing as soon as I start, he hit it. So you can catch another one there while I got him on. So a lot of times you catch a bigger fish, the second fish he hits it. You just keep it coming up slow. But hey, we got one nice one. Nothing wrong with him. That's a jumbo delight. Got to love that. Jumbo delight on Lake Monticello. The old fisherman is trying to catch a few, and they giving him a hard time. These perch. The old fisherman. Doing what he loves, Lake Monticello. But I'll be honest with you, normally when it gets hot like this, I quit perch fishing. And last year this time I was catching bass in Lake Murray right now on points with a worm. But to do a bass video with a worm would be hard to do without cutting the film because you just don't catch them fast. So, you know, to do it like I want to do it, like I said I was going to do these shows, live streaming basically, ongoing fishing, I basically got to do perch fishing or something like that. Even crab fishing a little slow for that. But hey, we're catching a few now. Got a couple coming in. You got to love it. The old fisherman catching a couple white perch, and some of them not bad. Hey, some of them not bad at all. We'll sit right here and catch us a mess is what we'll do. On Lake Monticello, the old white perch again. I tell you, fella asked me the other day when we was eating breakfast. He said, I noticed that you cast your spinning rod with two hands. I said, yeah, I got a reason for that. And I'm going to explain to y'all after I catch this next fish why I use my left hand to open the bell and catch my line, and why I use two hands like that instead of taking my finger on the spinning rod. And I'll show you right now if I can get this thing up. Got it hooked up in the boat. There it is. But I'm going to show you right now. When I cast my spinning rod, I take it and I click it over and I hold the line like this. And then I cast straight over, straight. I like to cast straight in a line, vertical, straight. And that way I can pinpoint exactly where I want to fish, where I want to cast it. If you cast a spinning rod traditionally, the way most people probably do, and I used to do this when I was school fishing with a top water plug and two jigs behind it. We used to catch white bass like that, and be able to have an accurate throw. I always see, if you grab it with your finger and cast it like this, sometimes you can't let that, I can't let the finger go off like I want to. I mean, it's just a habit. I started doing it with the long top water plug and three jigs, kind of like the three jigs and the spoon, only back years ago, we used to put a devil's horse and take and put 4 jigs on it. And I've catch 5 at a time schooling back in my younger years. And that's why I started casting a spinning reel like this. I'm more accurate with 2 hands, straight across and straight on the spot that I'm fishing. And I know a lot of people was wondering that because I had a fella ask me about that. And that's the reason I use a spinning rod, and I use my my left hand to hold the bell and hold the line, click the bell and grab the line at the same time, is what I'm trying to say. And that's the reason I do that. And that fella said, well, he never had cast like that. He always done it with his finger. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with the finger. It's just that my preference is the way I just showed you, is because I can throw it in a 5-gallon bucket like that. Where the other way, I'm not as accurate. I'm not as accurate right on the spot. And if you're fishing for schooling fish, you almost, in a moment's time, you got to see which way they're moving. And you got to lead them like shooting a dove with a gun or bird. You got to lead them and make sure that you put that plug right this far in front of them. This far behind them is no good. He's done gone past it. He's not going to bite it. So accuracy is really important when it comes to casting on schooling fish, and that's the reason I cast. And there again, if I'm casting around trash and stuff along the bank, fishing with crappies or something with a jig, I do better with the 2 hands, and that's the reason I do that. And I thought I'd tell you all that because I had a fella ask me about that. Because he sees me when I cast my spinning rod that I'm holding the bell. I flip the bell and hold the line with my left hand. And just a habit. I started at a young age, and the reason I started was because I was able to cast more accurate on a schooling fish.